Previously on Dexter.
So how the hell was your date with Rita last night?
Great. Well, I think I met the right woman for me. She's perfect because Rita is as damaged as me.
I can't believe I found the one good, truly decent man left on the planet.
I have a dark side too.
Somehow I doubt that.
I watched my mother die when I was 3. She was murdered in front of me.
You have your demons, because I know that you don't have to be a slave to them.
I wish that were true. I want to someday be content, like everyone else. I want
a normal life.
I want to marry you.
Yes!
You guys are my family. And now I have a partner for life. I'm content. Maybe even happy.
I hope you're not taking any of this seriously. The wife, the kids, it's all great camouflage.
It's gotten more complicated than that.
I'm pregnant.
You want to see him come into the world?
Yes. Raise him with Rita.
I know.
I've never wanted anything so much in my life.
Want to know a secret? Daddy kills people.
There's a monster walking around free.
I call him the Trinity killer. Kills in threes.
Trinity's a husband, a father. He's like me.
What kind of father keeps blood slides in his shed?
If I don't figure out how to hide this, I'm gonna lose my family. Arthur's kept this up for what, 20 years? My family may not last 20 minutes.
Arthur Mitchell. Kyle Butler. Only way it was gonna work is if I jumped in with both feet.
Jump in with both feet on.
This is your new role model, Dex? Get that Axeman. Kill him now.
I still have things to learn from him.
You're juggling too many people, Dexter. Blood tech, husband, father, serial killer, now Kyle Butler. Which one are you?
All of them.
Hello, Dexter Morgan.
Hello, Arthur Mitchell.
Hey, sweetie. The moon tonight is going to be amazing. So take a moment. We love you. Bye.
Rita. Born in blood. Both of us. I thought I could change what I am, keep my family safe. But it doesn't matter what I do. This is fate.
Sir, did you call this in?
Exterior bridge.
Sir, what happened here?
I've watched 67 people die. And at the moment of truth, I looked into their eyes, and they knew and I knew they got what they deserved. But what if that's not what happens? If you don't get what you deserve? If what you deserve is a white picket fence, and your kids all around, and a husband who loves you? What if the least you deserve is a real human being, and what you get instead is me?
Sir, we're gonna take the child into safe custody now. Sir, hand me the child.
What are you doing? Back off!
Ma'am!
Miami homicide! He is too. I said back the fuck off! What happened?
Rita's inside. It was me.
Skin's wrinkled from hours in the alkaline water. Rigor mortis full-blown. Epidermal modeling. I imagined her naked plenty of times, but never like this. Single cut to the femoral artery. We're looking at Trinity's MO here.
Did he ever kill a married woman in a bathtub?
First time for everything. Unfortunately for Dexter. We're still waiting on the coroner to move the body. But overall lividity puts time of death somewhere between 8 and 12 hours ago.
You okay?
Dexter came home to that. He's gonna need our support here. Obviously.
What do you want us to do with him?
The first thing I want you to do is pack up and get out of there.
What?
The FBI is here. Trinity is their case. I already see the jurisdiction. What are you looking at him for?
It's what I was saying on the way over. Rita's one of ours. She's family. We should be working on this for Dexter.
Damn it, Angel, it's done. Just do what I say.
She's stressed. We all are.
My father, Harry, taught me a few simple rules. Never hurt an innocent, and never make a scene. Harry? Where are you now, when I really need you? When it's my wife in the body bag, everybody's looking, and it's the neighbor crying, not me.
Sir? We're ready for you.
The first responders told me when they went inside and found your wife, you said it was me.
You sure?
That's what was reported to me, yeah.
I don't know what I said. It could have been anything. I'm very upset.
Of course you are. Who wouldn't be? Mr. Morgan, before you came home and found your wife, where did you say you were again?
Dexter, take off your clothes and we're going home.
I was asking him a question.
He already said he came home and he found her there. If you want to help, why don't you find Trinity? Or is doing something actually useful not in your fucking job description?
Detective Morgan.
FBI? You fucking bunch of idiots.
Stop. Finish up here, then take your brother home. You want to talk to Dexter, schedule an appointment.
I'll do that.
He can sleep on the floor until we can bring his crib over from the house. It'll be safest, don't you think?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, Dexter, don't say things like it was me. People will misunderstand. In fact, I don't understand. What did you even mean? Dexter.
This is Dexter Morgan, 3319 Meadow Lane.
What is your emergency?
I just got home and found my wife dead in the bathtub.
What is this?
The 911 call Dexter made. Listen.
I just got home and found my wife dead in the bathtub.
Did you say your wife is dead?
Yes, I did. She has an approximately 1-inch incision midway up her right thigh, dissecting the femoral artery.
Right. That's enough. He obviously is in shock.
Midway up her right thigh, dissecting her femoral artery.
Habit of precision.
His wife just died. He's submitting a lab report. Seriously, the next door neighbor, the guy with the, forehead, he was more broken up about Rita than Dexter was.
So
it's weird. That's all.
What are we working on here?
Not Rita. It's Dexter's 911 call.
Did you hear me or not? I said the case is with the FBI now.
You should have taken her on a honeymoon.
You're right about one thing. That neighbor Elliot being all broken up about Rita. I'm thinking now there's some things I shouldn't have told Dexter.
What? What shouldn't you have told him?
About a significant exchange of saliva I witnessed at Thanksgiving. As in a kiss.
Elliot and Rita?
Dude was totally in love with her.
And Dexter knew?
Yeah. If I'd known she was gonna... I should have kept my big mouth shut.
Oh, could someone get that, Deb? Hello.
Dexter, it's Maura.
Hello.
I'm sorry if I woke you, but I have got two very excited kids here, and Rita's not answering.
Yeah, but there's something you need to know.
Okay. But first, somebody really wants to talk with you.
Dexter!
Hey, Cody, you okay?
We've been having the best day. I had cotton candy for breakfast.
It's great.
Here, give me the phone. Give me. Hey, Dexter, can I talk to Mom?
Not now.
Why not?
She's in the shower.
Well, can you tell her I miss her? I miss you too, Dexter and Harrison. Here's my grandmother.
So, there was something that you needed to tell me?
When you bring him home tonight, come to Deb's apartment instead of the house, okay?
What happened? Did you miss your flight?
Something like that. I'll explain when you get here.
You sure you don't want to tell him about Rita?
I just want him to have one more good day.
Look, I know this is really difficult. There are a lot of things that need to happen before Rita can be buried. I've been on the phone all morning with a funeral director who does a lot of cops. And he's willing to see us right away. You willing to do that?
I'm sorry for your loss.
How does he do that?
My sincere condolences.
He sounds like he actually means it.
Thank you.
Would you like something to drink? Coffee? Water?
No. I'm fine.
Kleenex is here. If you need them. What we need to do now, Dexter, may I call you that? What we need to do now, Dexter, is make some very important decisions about how your wife Rita will be remembered.
Okay.
We like to start with the obituary. It's a good way to let people know about services and where to send remembrances. But most importantly, it's a chance to express your feelings about Rita in your own words. Excuse me.
I'll get you something for the paper. What else do you need?
So this is how normal people do it. No hefty bags, no diesel fumes. This is what she would have wanted. A grieving spouse. For once doing what a person's supposed to do.
Dexter Morgan?
Rita? Hi.
Sorry I'm late.
It's no problem.
There was traffic, of course. Then I went to the wrong cafe. I went to the one in town. I didn't know there was anything even out this far. How did you find this place?
I, tracked it down.
So your sister, Deborah's told me so much about you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nothing bad, of course.
She admitted the fact that I'm an axe murderer?
No, she said that you were a bloodstain pattern analyst. I have no clue what that is.
Believe me, I barely do either, and I do it 40 hours a week.
She seems nice, your sister.
You seem nice too.
Thank you. So, what's good here? I mean, there must be something special to bring you all the way out this far. Yeah, I usually play it safe and go with a Caesar salad, but I don't see one on here. You know, I think I'm gonna get the special, the mushroom ravioli. Dexter? Do you know what you want?
Yes, I do.
Dex, what are you doing?
I was just thinking about Rita, how much
you miss her?
How much I lied to her from the very beginning.
Funeral's the day after tomorrow. I chose an oak casket. I hope that's all right. And white roses. I think she'd like those. They want to know if there's a particular dress you'd like her to be buried in.
Not really.
Okay. I'll find something. Quinn called, and the FBI has released a crime scene at your house. So there are some things I want to do there, and I'm gonna drop you two off at the apartment. Is that okay?
It's fine.
You're worrying me. I really didn't expect you to come.
We're partners. I'm here. What are we looking for?
Nothing. Trinity wouldn't leave anything behind.
What are you doing then?
wanted to clean the place up. Make sure Dexter didn't see it like this.
The FBI left it this way. If people will do that. This much blood usually called Dexter. Hey, old enough.
Okay, I guess. I mean, you know my brother, it's a little hard to tell.
No, I mean you. How are you holding up?
Oh. Fine. I'm not used to having to be the strong one, you know? It's always been Dexter. And now
He's the strong one. To me, it's always seemed the other way around.
I swear to God, I can't even tell what he's thinking.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Hey guys, did you have fun?
It was awesome. You got your stuff?
Perfect.
There's one for Mom, too. Where is she?
She's not here.
Well, where is she?
Sit down, I need to tell you something.
Dexter? Is everything okay?
What's going on? You're freaking me out.
Something happened to your mom.
Something bad?
Yeah, something bad.
Is she okay?
A man came into our house. Your mother came home and he killed her.
What? She got killed? Somebody killed her?
She's fine.
Dexter, what? You're
You're kidding, right?
I don't understand. You said spend the day at Disney World.
Sorry for your loss. Esther,
Go away. I mean it, leave me alone!
just listen to me. Everything's gonna be okay.
It won't be. She's dead.
I know.
And it doesn't even matter to you.
How can you say that?
Because it doesn't. I can tell just by looking, you don't even care. Where were you? Where were you when someone was killing her? You should have been there to protect her.
You're right.
That was your job.
I know. I should have been there, and I wish I could take it all back. I wish none of this had ever happened and your mom was still alive.
Want to know what I wish? That it was just my mom and me and Cody and Harrison. Because we all would have been so much better off if she hadn't met you. I wish you were dead.
Do you mind?
What?
I'll look somewhere else.
What are you doing?
Jesus, Quinn, you can't grab a sheet or something?
Sorry. So, what are you doing?
Trying to find a dress for Rita.
You gonna bury her in one of those?
You got something better? Great. Fine, I gotta go. I gotta go home now.
Might want to put some pants on there. You want to talk about it, or you're just gonna act weird?
There's nothing to talk about.
Okay.
I mean, you show up here, which I didn't even ask you to do, so...
Yeah, to help.
Is that what you call it?
Morgan. Elliot? That's your name, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Quinn, Metro Homicide.
Hey.
You have kids, I take it.
Yeah. No, they're with their mother. We're divorced. Plus, it just seemed better for them to get away after what happened next door. You know, I already talked to the FBI. I told them I didn't see anything. What did you need?
How old did you know Rita?
I don't know, you know, we're neighbors.
Yeah. I just couldn't help but notice how torn up you are about her the other night.
She was a friend. You know, it was upsetting.
Friend. I was told she might have been more.
Christ. All right, look, I don't know what you've heard, but just so you understand the actual facts, all Rita and I ever did was kiss. Once. That was it. It was nothing. When your husband was never around. Anyway, Dexter found out about the indiscretion and came over and punched me out.
Dexter?
Shh, she's sleeping.
Brought some dresses for you to look at. Where are Esther and Cody?
At a hotel with their grandparents.
How'd it go talking with them?
Esther's upset. They got me a hat.
She'll be okay.
I don't see how her mother's dead because of me.
No, she's not. She's dead because of Trinity. I know you keep blaming yourself, but you can't. There's nothing you could have done differently.
I could have killed Arthur Mitchell the first chance I got.
You loved Rita. You never would have let anything hurt her. She was lucky to have you. She told me that all the time. How lucky she felt to have found you.
was wondering what you were doing, sitting here by yourself for so long. Now I see.
I paid her to say that.
You did?
No, I was just kidding.
Me too.
So, what does the blood spatter analyst do anyway?
Excuse me.
Is this yours? What's the deal here?
I have to go.
Is everything okay?
Stomach bugs going around the station. I'm really sorry.
It was nice meeting you.
Lucky to have me. I wouldn't say so. She trusted me and now she's dead. Like your sister says, I'm toxic. You'd all be better off without me. Delete the past. Leave nothing behind.
You're up early. What are you doing over there that's so important?
Getting rid of every trace of me.
Nothing.
Dexter. Look, I know this is tough to talk about, but the funeral's tomorrow and there's still a lot of stuff you have to do. Like sign the coroner's release.
I need to grab my tools.
And go over the guest list one more time.
Then torch the container.
And the eulogy, Dexter. I can't do that for you. That really has to come from you.
I need to top off my boat. I'm low on fuel.
Yeah.
And the FBI interview, or the debriefing, or whatever they're calling it, that's really important. They're total dicks for wanting to do it today, but maybe you're better off just going in there and getting it over with. You sure you don't want me to come with you?
No, I'm fine.
All right, I'm off.
I've been thinking about Harrison. How he needs his mother. Someone decent in his life. You've done everything for me. Not just now, my whole life. But I need to ask you this one more favor. That that person be you. That you love him. As if he were your own.
He is my own. And he has me in his life. Of course he does. But more importantly, he has you. You are decent and good.
I'm not.
You are. You are.
What's her mood?
How would I know?
Oh, there's this rumor floating around the two of you. Married? Look, I just need to talk to her about something. I was wondering if this is a good time.
Just remember, you know, she's the boss.
Serial killer murders cop's wife. The press won't let up. They want all the gory details.
So what do you tell them?
Same thing I told you. It's not our case. So what can I do for you?
There's something I think you should know, having to do with Rita.
Okay.
And Elliot, the next door neighbor. I was at the house with Deborah, Detective Morgan, cleaning up. And this Elliot and I struck up a conversation. Turns out he and Rita had like a mini fling.
What's that mean, exactly?
Well, nothing really happened, but apparently Dexter found out about it.
Why are you telling me this? What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything.
And what are you doing interviewing witnesses?
I wasn't interviewing. I was there.
What? Cleaning? Please.
Look, if this were anyone but Dexter, we'd at least be thinking like detectives. Which means what? What do you always say? When the wife is dead, 90% of the time the husband did it.
La vuelta. Hang on for a second. I need to take this. We'll finish later. Okay, can you repeat that?
Yeah.
I just got a call from the FBI about your brother's interview.
Don't tell me. What'd he say?
Nothing. He didn't show. So now they're asking for his personnel files.
Damn it. I knew I should have gone with him.
Morgan?
I so did not fucking need this.
Yeah, you and me both.
Well, I'm headed home now. I'll figure out what happened and I'll get him down there.
Okay.
Dexter! Who the fuck are you?
Excuse me?
Who the fuck are you?
10A. Downstairs? You're the sister, right?
Yeah, I live here.
Well, I'll be leaving then. He said you would know what to do.
He said what? Don't go. Wait.
Dexter Morgan.
Please leave a message at the tone.
Guess who I just met? The fucking cat lady from downstairs. She was feeding ice cream to your son. So, I don't know where the fuck you are, or why you think you can fucking run away from the FBI, but you better get back here because... Fuck! Dexter, where are you?
Hope you don't mind I chose that dress. You were wearing it when we first met, so I thought since I won't be at the funeral, so I don't deserve to be. Kids will be fine with Deb. Way better off without me. I think we agree about that. I was never really honest with you. I'm a serial killer, that's what I am. I know I led you to believe I'm a human being, but I'm not. It's a lie. There are only a few things you really need once you decide to move on. What you'll require wherever you land. A fine suit of clothing. The tools of your trade.
some token of your past, a reminder of who you really are. Everything else, you just don't need. So where are you, Harry? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I've disappeared so many people. My turn now to disappear myself.
Fucking FBI. Damn it, Dexter, don't do this.
The sea breeze has always brought me clarity. It's hard to get enough oxygen on land. It's hard to breathe.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. It's Rita.
Yeah, I know.
I was just checking in. Wanted to see if you were feeling better.
Much better.
Glad to hear that. You left the restaurant so quickly, I don't know, I felt maybe I said something to offend you.
No, you were fine. Very understanding.
Like, I wasn't completely honest with you.
You didn't really get stuck in traffic?
I have 2 kids, Aster and Cody. They're 9 and 7.
I like kids.
You do?
Yeah, they're fun. Besides, Deb already told me.
And my ex-husband and our problems, did she tell you?
Yeah.
So you know all about me.
I'd like to know more. So maybe we should get together again sometime.
I would like that. A lot. A lot. Yeah, I know I should hang up right now, but I just need to say it. I don't know why exactly, but you make me feel good. Like things can be different.
So do you. Make me feel that way, too. I mean...
Glad I called. I know I felt up in the air the way things ended. You know, like we never said a proper goodbye. So...
Goodbye, Rita Bennett.
Goodbye, Dexter Morgan.
Goodbye. I'm sorry.
Where's the key to the fucking bathroom? Or should I just dump out on the floor? What's your problem?
Nothing.
Fucking retard. Get the fuck out of here.
He's right, I should keep moving.
Hey. I said, what the fuck is your problem?
I've had a bad week. My wife died and it was my fault.
Well, I'm real sorry for your fucking loss, but your dead wife can suck my dick.
I never meant to hurt her.
That's the first human thing I've seen you do since she died, Dexter.
I thought you'd left me.
I'm here. It's okay, son. To show what you're feeling. They're not better off without you. You're not better off without them. You need to go back.
Deb says she's sure he'll be here. Better be. If we don't get going soon, we'll be burning Rita by candlelight. So you're not talking to me now? Is that it?
I have been trying to talk to you.
Right, you have. I just need you to understand.
So, tell me.
I could have fought for this case, but part of me didn't want to. Rita died. She died, and it scared me. We've been married, what, 10 hours? Dexter was the witness at our ceremony, for all I know. He was there with us while she was being...
I know.
Well, I didn't want to be reminded of that. I didn't want to investigate. I just wanted it to be our wedding day. Oh, I don't like it unheard. I don't like the way this makes me feel. I don't know what to do with anything.
Maria.
What?
No one does.
What's more important than his own wife's funeral? People are getting restless.
Thank you for reporting in with the obvious, Quinn. Like I'm such a moron that it's lost on me. You ever given a eulogy?
No.
Well, I can't do it. And those agents, those vultures are just waiting for him.
Look, There's something you should probably know.
What?
It's not exactly an easy thing to say. The next door neighbor, Elliot, I spoke to him the other day.
What the fuck?
I know, I shouldn't.
She had a big heart. Big enough for both of us. Had to be. I wasn't even human. When we first met, I never expected that to change. She reached out and found something I didn't even know was there. She never hurt anybody. She was innocent. And she died a brutal death, and I can't fix it. But I know I have to try. Here in Miami with the people who knew her, who cared about her, and who loved her. Like I did.